So what is this and super keyword? I already explained this keyword. Super keyword, a little bit a touch I have given in the inheritance type. But let me give you in detail. So this is a reference variable. It refers to current class objects. So this keyword will refer the current class objects, current class instance variables, current class instance methods, current class constructor. These three are referred by this keyword. See, first advantage of this keyword. This keyword can be used to refer current class instance variable. This keyword can be used to invoke current class constructor. This keyword can be used to invoke current class method. One non-static method you want to call in another non-static method, you can call this dot non-static method. So, but this keyword you cannot use in the context of static methods inside. This question also asked in the yesterday's one of the interview question. So they have given static methods inside this and super keyword they are using. And then multiple choice questions they are given. Can I use this? What is wrong in this program? They ask it. So this and super keywords are not applicable for the static methods. You should not use inside the static methods this and super keywords. This and super keywords only for objects. Objects means what? Non-static variables and non-static methods and constructor. So super keyword is quite opposite to this. This is current class where you are that class, non-static variable, non-static method, constructor it will refer. But super is another reference variable which refers to immediate parent class objects. Immediate parent class objects it will refer. That's the super keyword. Super is used to refer immediate parent class instance variable. Suppose you have same variable in the parent class and child class. You want to refer parent class variable. Now you have seen, right? Parent class method, each method we are not able to call. How can I call that? So that I am going to cover here. So super dot parent class instance variable we can call. So it is used to invoke parent class constructor. Super. I have covered this in the inheritance topic. Inheritance programs I covered. One manager class, we declared a parameterized constructor. I called in the programmer class that constructor. How I called that? With a super keyword. Did you remember that? I called with a super keyword there. Programmer class inside that parameterized constructor of manager class, I called in the programmer class. How I called? With a super keyword. So super keyword you have to use to call parent class constructor in the child class. Again, you don't need to develop the logic. Just call super keyword. Automatically parent class constructor logic, you will get it in the child class. That's a super keyword you will use. It is used to invoke parent class method in the child class. You have to call super dot parent class method. See, here I have given very clearly note. Both these super keywords cannot be used inside the constructor and the same time. So frequently use final variables. So constructor inside also you cannot use both of them, and also static method inside also you cannot use. Remember that. So this is the. So let's see all these points how to cover all these points. So let me show you this. I already created here. So you can see public class bike extends vehicle. And all this, let me cover here. So I'll just call this vehicle class. First, we'll create a vehicle class. Let's create the vehicle class. Let's go and create a vehicle. First parent class I'm creating. One parent class I'm creating. Let's create the parent class. So parent class, you declare all your variables and constructors. Just a parent class. Parent class means nothing will be there, right? So that's the parent class we created. I'm declaring. So all these, no, what are all the, I'll show you this. So what we are doing here. The method.
Find alarms to enjoy using your contacts.
So this
Who
one.
shall I call? I didn't find alarms to enjoy using your contacts. Shall I call?
I need your break. Okay.
Lakshman, is coming from your mic.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's mine, I think, that one. You don't need, okay? This is a direct you can call, right? This main method we don't need here. So always we need in the, so child class, basically child class inside we need. So I created some methods. Let me show you all these methods. So I'm going to change this also. Okay. Here is the one variable. Suppose you have a vehicle. So vehicle is running around 120 kilometers. Okay, so this one, and the vehicle constructor is there. And this. Okay, and let me call this. This is the vehicle default constructor. You just created a default constructor. And I am creating one parameterized constructor also. So this is the parameterized constructor, right? So current class, so see that. So int speed, you can define your own speed. And see, I'm calling, see, can you see this? This constructor I'm calling with this keyword. Current class, right? Current class constructor. So this is the default constructor, right? Default constructor I'm calling here. So this is how you can leverage this keyword to represent current class objects. See, now here also speed is there. Here also speed is there. So otherwise I'll remove this, okay? I'll remove this. Now you can see here, this dot speed will represent the instance variable. But right side one will represent which one? The parameter. How you can differentiate if the instance variable name and parameter name is same? How you can differentiate both of them? Which one is an instance variable? Which one is a parameter? How you can come to know? For example, if I remove this, now you tell me which one is an instance variable, which one is a parameter. How you will differentiate that? So to differentiate that, if parameter name and instance variable name is same, you just call this dot speed, the instance variable. I'm calling, that's what I covered here, the point. So the point 2, this is the point I covered here. Remember, this keyword is used to refer current class instance variable. That's what I'm referring here. Current class instance variable I'm referring. This dot speed equal to, this will refer this instance variable, and this will refer this one. Clear for everyone how to represent instance variable, how to represent parameter. So when you call this constructor, what you will do, you will give this value, right? When you give this value, automatically the value will go and set to the instance variable. So that's the first thing. And then second method. So public void run int speed. So I can call that method, say vehicle is running on the speed, this dot speed plus speed, you can give whatever you want. So this speed, whatever you want, you can tell, okay, with speed it is running. Otherwise, just to say speed. Otherwise, this one you don't need. If you want only, right, only just give this, leave this. Just that's enough. This dot speed, that will call automatically instance variable. So vehicle class, vehicle is running on speed, and I'll say another method I'll develop here. Vehicle is vehicle class run method. So another method I want to write. So change gear. So I'll give the gear, which gear it is going here, and I can write some logics here. I can build the logic. So vehicle class change gear. If so gear equal to 1, can develop something, right? I can write some logic. So just started. Else if so gear equal to 2, I can say gear 2. So else if you can build the logic if you want, okay? So that's how you can write. Otherwise, just a simple logic you want to write, you can develop whatever the way you want. I'm not disturbing. So else if so gear equal to 4. So like this, you can develop whatever the way you want. Else like this, we can develop this. This is all the methods, and another methods also you can write. Protected void start engine. You can write a lot of methods. There is no. Whatever the methods you want, you can call here, and you can create. So vehicle as start engine method. Right. So if you want, you can write a stop engine methods also if you want. And maybe I can use void default method I'm developing stop engine. So use different access modifiers and see the permission level how it is. So let me use this private, and I'll use this for protected. Protected already visible, so default I'll use. Like this, you can develop whatever the way you want, and then try to use all 4 access modifiers and see the accessibility, how it is there, is it visible or not. So if you do inheritance, is it visible or not? You see that. Now I can see first change the gear. So gear 2 neutral and stop it. Okay, so this is the methods control shift format. So code will come proper order. Control shift to F. So code will format in the same line. Now I'll create a bike class. Bike is a vehicle, right? So will you accept for that? So bike. So I'm creating a bike class. I'll extend. So extends vehicle. See, you have to develop. You have to develop the bike class here also. Public bike. So int speed. I'm going to call speed super dot speed. I'll call super. Basically, this is super. So I'm not going to develop the logic here again. I'm calling vehicle class logic. I'm calling here. Already I developed a vehicle class logic. This constructor. So that I'm calling in my child class constructor. Did I write any logic? Did I declare the speed variable? No. But we are calling parent class constructor in child class. How we are calling? Using super keyword. This is I covered second time I'm covering this point. How can we call parent class constructor in the child class? How you will represent that logic here with a super keyword. So I covered this keyword in the vehicle class. Now I'm covering super keyword here. Now I want to override one method. Let's override. At the rate. So override. Public. So I run method I'm overriding. So I'll write my own logic. Okay, I'll write my own logic. So bike class.
Fine.
Bike is running slowly. This is how I developed, and I want to print all the details. Let me print all the details. Protected. So void bike details. Vehicle details, whatever you want, you can give this. Now, you can see now, I'll declare here one int speed equal to 50, I'll give. Suppose I declared here 50. I can use, maybe I'll use here in this bike details. First, bike class instance variable. See how I am calling bike class instance variable. Plus this dot speed. Here also you have speed. Current class also you have speed. How we will represent this speed? Current class speed. How we will represent this dot speed? So suppose same thing I want to represent. So vehicle class instance variable. So how we will represent? Super dot speed. Same. I'm going to call this run method. Here also you have a run method. Vehicle class also you have a run method. But how you will call child class run method? Calling bike class run method. How I am calling? How can I call? Same. This is also non-static method. This is also non-static method. How can I call this method in this method? How can you call one non-static method in another non-static method in the same class? Basic question, Andy. Very basic question. So directly you can call or otherwise this dot run method you can call. Either you can call directly also. You can call like this also, or you can call this dot run method. So how can you call parent class run method? Parent class, this is the overridden method in both parent and child class. How can you call? So to use super dot parent class method. So now I'm going to use parent class method, you will get out of it. Now parent class logic will execute first. Now you create object for bike, b equal to new bike. So maybe I'll create one default constructor also here. So that I don't need to give any values. Even I can give there also one values. So I can do one thing. I'll declare here, right? So I'll assign this dot speed equal to 50. I can assign here. Protected capital. Okay. If I create object for default constructor, also I can create object. If you create a default constructor, if you don't create, it's not possible. Okay. Now I can call b dot so details, bike details. I can call this method. See now all speed, super dot speed, all the values you will get it. See what values you will get it. See, bike class instance variable value 50, but vehicle class we didn't give any value, right? So did we give here any value? No, that's why it is 0. It is showing. And bike class run method and vehicle class run method also you called. Both you got it here. Both you got. Super dot run is calling the vehicle class run method. This dot run is calling the and class method. So this is all bits and super keywords how to use. So constructor you can refer, parent class constructor you can call. Let me show you this also. I'll create another object. So bike b1 equal to new bike. I'll give so 80. It's a parameterized constructor. That's why I'm b1 dot details. See now the values, what values you will get it. See, now bike class is 0 now, and vehicle is 80 now. So this is how you can call all the, based on which constructor you are calling, the constructor values it will set. So, and if you, this one is you, because you in the default constructor, you are assigning the value for this current class speed. And here, no, you are assigning here with the vehicle class instance variable value you are setting here. So this is how you can use this and super keywords. Any questions before stopping? Yeah. So, and before that, I want to cover one more object class. So let me give you object class, then I can close it here. So tomorrow we can cover the abstraction. So what is object class? So you may note down this also. So object class. So it's a super class for all the Java classes. What is the super class for all the Java classes? Object. So sometimes if you don't know data type of any element, you can treat object as a data. If we don't know the data type, any element, that element data type is object. That's the another thing. And another question they will ask, object class methods. This is a very, very important. Object class methods. So what are all object class methods? First one is clone method. So what this method will do, it will copy the exact object. That's the first method. Second method, notify method. It will wakes up the single thread. The multi-threading concept is this notify method is used. Notify all. So this, it wakes up the multiple threads. And fourth method. And equals method. This is a very, very important method. So equals method. So equals object obj. This is the equals. So it is used to compare objects. Returns a Boolean value. If both are same, returns true. Both are not same, returns false. Next, fifth one. Hash code method. We know already hash code method. What is it will do? Hash code method. It fetches the heap memory address. Next, the sixth one. Wait method. Wait method also here overloading is there. Waits for the given amount of time. So you have to give here the time. So time in milliseconds. So that's a parameter is there. Next, last one. There are many methods are there, but I'm going to finalize method. Finalize. It's a method in object class. I explained final keyword. Now I'm explaining finalize method. Don't confuse with both of them. Final is a keyword, non-access modifier keyword. Finalize is a method in the object class. So, which is used to clean up the unused objects by the garbage collector. So, garbage collector will take the help of this finalize method, and which are unused objects are there in the system, JVM system, it will clean up. Before cleaning up by the garbage collector, it will call the finalize method. So first finalize which method, which object I need to clean up. And garbage collector, so we'll take help from this finalize method and finalize which object needs to be cleaned up. Then garbage collector will clean up that. So that's a finalize method purpose. While cleaning up the unused objects, garbage collector will use this finalize method. What is the answer you have to give? While cleaning up the unused objects by the garbage collector, so garbage collector will call this finalize method. So this is all the methods of object class. So this is another very important interview questions. Please focus on this areas. Okay.